we're back at the GSL. Hello, Artosis.
Hey, Tasteless.
This is going to be our shortest day of work yet, man. This is like we already had the 3-0. I'm not even like in the zone yet. This is the GSL Super Tournament, and we already saw Alicia get knocked out. This is supposed to be a best of 5. Well, it was a best of 5, but best of 5s are supposed to be longer. It's been almost exactly an hour since we started. We already had 3 games. That's pretty quick. Even for PDT,
they were
pretty
bad
short.
games too, to be honest. It's too bad.
Yeah, they were not good games. I mean, it's interesting results, and of course the drama kind of continues, and legends are made. But you know,
I'm sorry.
but it's I did not expect it to look like that. You know, I'm like, oh, all right. So
as they say, Tasteless, legends are made.
Legends are made, as the old saying goes. You know. A stitch in time, legends are made. What is the phrase? So we're going to go on to the next.
A watched legend never boils.
Yeah, I think that's it. A watched legend is never made. No, that can't be right because they were in the GSL, and you're watching they're being made.
You're funny.
I'm okay.
You're all right.
We got Lion against Top. Lion is the only Zerg player left. There's no more Protosses in the
He's
tournament.
the Guardian of Zerg.
He is.
His name in Korean sounds like Guardian.
Yeah, it sounds like Guardian. So let's go ahead and introduce these two guys now. And here he is, Lion, up-and-coming player, Youngblood.
Yeah, he took out 2 huge fan favorites, Liquid Jinro and OGS Nada.
Well, he took out Kyrix as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
people like Kyrix, but I mean, like...
Well, no,
he's
not a fan favorite.
No one says Kyrix.
You're right.
Maybe Kyrix's younger brother, but he's probably like, well, Nesty, but then Kyrix. But Line, he's a very good Zerg, quite stylistic. I'm really looking forward to see if his style, though, is too stylistic. I'm not sure. He goes almost pure Muta with his gas and then a ton of Lings, does a lot of harassment, tries to take out small groups of units so that eventually he can overpower you. It's really cool to watch. I love it. It's very fun. It really reminds me of StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
It's exactly like a 2-hatch Muta in StarCraft 1.
Well, you know what's funny is he powers a lot after he gets mutas, too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see 2 guys, Lion and Top, these 2 macro players sort of duking it out. We'll see, though. I mean, obviously the macro styles are slightly different since, Zerg has different units and kind of operates in a different manner. But, yeah, I mean, this is going to be crazy, man.
Well, his opponent, Tasteless, should probably take a look at him, talk about him just a little bit.
I'll give him a little
there he is.
time. There he is. Top.
Yeah, Top. He took out Nesty, so obviously that speaks to a lot of how good he is.
And look, he played very well in those games.
He certainly did. But Tasteless. It was all early game stuff. It was all like bunker rush you, kill you early. And even despite that, Nesty almost won all the games. You know, you like.
We know what's funny
at least
about it
he
as well.
fought back insanely. So,
you know what's funny about Nesty in those games? Like he did like such a good job, but yeah, I mean, like it's unusual to see somebody like Top do a strategy like that.
Yeah,
where you see him macro up. He's still probably the best macro in the industry. Macro, of course, referring to unit control.
No,
or unit production. Whoa, did I just do that?
Yeah, man, you just
Whoa,
did
man.
That.
I don't know what to say.
Coughing.
We'll cough. Might just be clearing the throat.
Yeah.
If he loses, we could say he's sick if we want to cover for him,
I don't. He knocked out Nesty. I'm not going to cover for him.
You're not going to. You're a fan.
Sink or swim, Top.
But I'm a
now.
Nesty fan.
Is Nesty
Sorry for
the
being
next
rude.
Zerg Bone Drop?
Is he going to be the next Zerg Bone Drop?
All right, the maps. Metalopolis, Dual Site, Crossfire SE, Halder Malter, Zelnaga Caverns, Eliminated, Zelnaga Fortress, and Terminus Re. Pretty good choices. Unfortunately, no Belshire Beach. I'd love to get some sun, some vitamin D.
Yeah,
Not
me
gonna
too.
happen, though. Not today.
I got my new sandals. They're those stupid sandals with the bottle opener on the bottom. Have you seen these sandals?
No.
You can buy sandals and there's a bottle opener on the bottom.
That's stupid. You get sand in your beer.
Exactly. And so I'm like, why people are like, dude, check it out, bro. I got a bottle opener on the bottom of my shoe. I'm like, you're going to put the bottom of your shoe onto something where you put your mouth, man. And then they don't say anything.
In the teeth when they say yes.
I'm just like, I get the novelty of, the cool thing to do is just use a lighter to open up a bottle.
Yeah. Huh. I'm just like in shock that this
No,
exists.
this exists. I back when I was in school, they had these things. Like, it's a... No, it's not that cool. All right. Enjoy Strep. Okay, head here. This is the GSL Super Tournament with OGS top against Line out of the box.
The next line versus OGS Top.
Over here in the top. What are the two shortest distances, or the shortest distance between two locations? You draw a... I messed it up.
The next line.
It's all right. Don't worry about it, man.
Look at that face. He's concentrated. He is ready.
Handsome
He's
guy, too.
focused. Yeah. Now over here in the yellow, the player who defeated NST.
OGS Top.
He has a lot of fans here in Korea. Nobody really expected NST to not be in the finals.
Yeah. It looked, going into this tournament, like Nessie would take it. Oh, look at that.
That's a brand of instant coffee.
Yeah, they have that at like 7-Eleven. Have you ever try it?
No.
I have.
I can't do the instant coffee, man.
You know, it's... Well, I don't like sugary coffee, but, I mean...
Yeah, I don't like sugar in my coffee. I'm not a sugar guy.
When I used to work in a Korean office, man, they people just bring it in. I'd be like, oh, thanks. And then I have to drink it because I'm there in its manner. All right. So, Line has shown his Ovi.
Yeah, he's
like, here I am. I'm over there.
Here I am. Accept me.
He's watching for gas.
I'm real.
And down goes Barracks. Will a second Barracks go down, though? I'm thinking no, because there goes a refinery. Line, on the other hand, has his pool going up. Got to make his gas, get some speedage.
Now, Lion is really like he was an underdog here, but now I sort of don't know what to say because he's getting so far. He's doing so well.
He's beaten really good players.
Yeah,
still,
he did not have an easy course up here.
No,
it's quite a diverse mix. It's not like it was a bunch of Code A turn for
He hasn't been cheesing either. He's actually been playing real legitimate games. He isn't just making Thors and Banshees and killing people with that, like my good friend from yesterday was doing.
Right.
Well, I'm absolutely interested in what Top is actually going to go for with this gas build.
You know, this map is on a building. If you know, it's on the top of a building. No, it's on one big building.
Are you sure they aren't just connected?
I think it's one big building. The question, though, is what floor is this?
The top floor.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how many floors is the building?
A lot, Tasteless.
That's high up, you know?
Yeah, it is.
This city looks like it's bigger than Seoul.
By the way, this map was released with the beta. Like,
right.
It's older than Zelnark Caverns. It's still one of the best maps.
Oh, yeah, man.
Good work,
it's a great
Blizzard.
map.
Whoever made this map needs a pat on the back.
Give a high five to
Blizzard.
And Team 1.
Do it, yeah. Love those guys. They made a game that I'm really into.
I'm totally into your stuff, Blizzard.
Mm-hmm. So, looks like we are going to have reactored Hellions and a second gas as well.
This build is so enormously popular right now.
Yeah, you know, Top did a lot of early aggression against NST. It looks like this game will be the same. He killed the God of Zerg with it. Now, will he kill the Guardian of Zerg?
That's the question.
Top trying to sneak his way up there past the Queen. Queen's like, get out of here.
Sorry.
And down will go this SCV. Goodbye, SCV. You had a good run.
Factory landing.
So it looks like Hellion Banshee opening. How many units will he make with this? How many Hellions? He's going to go 2. Is he going to go 4? I don't think he's going to go 6, but we'll see. Could. He could, Tasus. Sometimes we see those 6 so that you can actually hit queens with them, kite queens a bit, and then attack them with the Banshees.
I mean, the later you get the... the more Hellions you get, the later you get the command center, which is kind of the big factor there.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why sometimes 2 is actually really good if you think that the Zerg...
and he's actually...
So, well, hold that thought.
I'm sorry, Tasus. He
No,
is
go ahead.
not showing it yet. Basically, all that Line knows is that he's teching because he has a gas. That's all he knows. Cloak on the way.
Huh.
And it is just going to be 4 Hellions as expected, but Top doesn't even know there's... Line doesn't even know there's Hellions yet.
Oh.
In fact, he's run... Oh.
Okay, he knows now.
Thought he was going to get out of there without the Zergling seeing.
That's what he sounded like there, Tosis.
Yeah, man, you should be a Zergling voice actor.
It should be.
StarCraft 3.
I'm waiting.
Here he comes.
Blizzard has my contact info. All right.
And he's going to soften this up, clean up quite a bit.
Now, the whole point of this, guys, well, not the whole point, but a big factor here is that when the Banshee does come in there, he can actually shoot down the queens.
Now, luckily for Line, he's getting a very quick layer here. That's going to allow him to get an Overseer when these Cloaked Banshees start flying in and doing damage. Here comes the first Banshee into his main. There is just one queen because there is no creep in between the 2 bases. Looks like he's just going to go for killing this queen.
And he will get it.
Oh, nice transfusion.
Beautiful.
Always happy to see a nice transfusion, Tasteless.
Unless you're playing Terran, then you're like, ah, come on.
Well, I already feel so dirty as that.
Cloaked.
Well, it looks like he has shift clicked on a bunch of drones. The Overseer is out. I don't think Top was expecting such a quick layer. Normally, Korean Zergs like to get a very, very slow layer.
Well, one of the reasons for that is that normally if you see Hellions, it's going to be a quick expansion here. And in this case, it was not. It was actually a pretty systematic attack.
Yeah. Now we do have a Cloaked Banshee going in. That Overseer is going to pull back. The other Cloaked Banshee is too far away to really abuse.
He's getting low.
And will Line get it? Oh, no, he won't. He does save both Banshees, yeah. Well, right now, Top does have another command center, Tasteless, so...
Yeah, but it's a later command center. It's much later. Looks like the Spire's on the way. I do like Top's build. It's pretty good in these positions.
But right now, Line is feeling pretty good. He hasn't really lost all that much. He's sitting pretty nicely at 32 drones. He's droning up a little bit more right now, waiting for the Spire to finish. You know, I wish with these 4 queens he'd lay a tumor and connect his main and natural. Now he has 5 queens, in fact. Definitely needs to...
Nice. Very nice. You can laugh, Artosis, but it's nice, man.
No, man,
Grew up
you're
in
right.
that factory. That's so important. Ready, Artosis? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it.
I've been working on it since last night.
All right.
Okay, so time for Top to get his expansion going. He's got his siege tanks going as well to stop any Banes. Well, at least no Banes in the way. Ooh,
nice.
That's like actually what Tasteless commentary is nowadays.
Yeah, man.
You have lost your passion.
You lost your passion, Tasteless. Why won't you blow your vocal cords out like you did in Brood War, where you almost had to have vocal surgery?
It's because you have no passion, obviously.
You have no passion.
Well, the Hellion finding that third base of Line. Line now does have the mutas out, making his Baneling nest after the mutas. Very old school Zerg style. Really went out of, back when Stim was a quicker upgrade, you actually could not play this style anymore, but this was the style in the early days of ZVT.
Well, it's become a little bit more like StarCraft 1, where the mutas do play a much more pivotal role in the early mid-game, kind of making sure that Zerg can get a third base.
Double Baneling nest.
Well, that's a mistake.
Yeah, he definitely wants to get those Banelings.
Hopefully they'll cancel that. We've seen a lot of that in this tournament.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Evo.
Evolution Chamber.
All right. So, the muta's not really doing anything yet. Just making a couple hatches. Getting that macro hatch going because he does love a lot of lings.
Line a little bit lacking on his creep tumor pushing.
Yeah, he is. And the thing is, he has 5 queens. Yeah, 5 queens. Realistically, you should have creep everywhere right now.
He's got 5
That's
queens.
actually just the truth. He should have creep everywhere.
Well, I mean, he's
no
good,
reason
but
not
yeah,
to.
I mean, it is true. He just should have that out there. 5 queens, man.
That was a macro prime stim right
This
there.
is like,
Tasteless.
yeah, that was.
Cases don't like that.
No. But he hasn't even connected the crate between his main and his natural.
No, and
With
his
that many
third
queens.
base either. And he has so much energy, Tasteless. Because actually, it's nonsensical.
Line
not
is
to do
faltering a little bit here.
it. Well, everything's on the line.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of pressure. Because if he wins this tournament, it'll greatly increase his bottom line.
Ooh, well said, Artosis. That's where he draws the line. Yeah,
There's
that's all
a
I got.
thin line, Tasteless, between good jokes and bad jokes, and I think we've crossed over. Muta's totally owning that Banshee. You ever see 20 Mutas versus a Banshee?
I
Looks like
just
that.
did. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well, Top deciding it is time to move out. Centrifugal hooks on the way, about half done. So Banley's being more. And here's that counterattack. This should make Top go back. He may force
Top is
himself-
not turning around. This is actually a bit weird.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to fake it out, like send a few Marines in there. But if Lion catches onto that, he could turn around and kill that.
Yeah,
The
you
fake
absolutely
works.
Should and could, but yeah, Top has tricked him out. Baneling speed not ready. Burrow on the way. Does need that Baneling speed. His creep spread is not all that good. Realistically, if he was being really hardcore on his creep spread, it would be all the way over here right now. And
Yeah.
everything would be scary.
I'm actually
for Top.
surprised he's pushing this expansion and not the natural.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to
And over
reinforce.
here as well. This is not a place where you can. Well, hold on.
Whoa, Line!
Line killing off some Marines. Does use some links to tank some damage, but Pesos, this is not somewhere that Top can reinforce.
Yeah, that's
So this is
exactly what I'm
very
talking about. Yeah,
dangerous.
it's just a weird position to attack it.
Yeah. Well, he has a ton of energy on those queens, and suddenly attacking with drones into Marines with Stim. And really actually, with that many transfuses, almost
Transfusions,
dealing
yeah.
with everything.
But, you know, he has more. Well, if he reinforces with Marines, which he potentially could,
And can he take out the rest of these Marines?
now
Again,
the tanks will take this. Oh, no, the Mutas are going to come in here after that.
and he
Kind of
does
a weird
clean
push
it up.
by
Yeah.
Top.
The fact that Top was over there, he couldn't send more Marines to actually hold this. And Line with very original play. You normally don't see people actually try to hold with Mutas against Marines, but I mean, the guy gets it done, man.
I guess,
Used
you
the
know,
transfusions and everything.
that's one thing that I guess was an advantage of him not actually using very many creep tumors. He did have, you know, the
those
experience. I
extra
don't know if that was his
transfusions.
intention, but that's the way it worked out.
I can't believe that it was.
I sort of refuse to
Because
believe
when
it
you
as
have
well,
creep
but
that far out, Terran actually won't keep walking. He'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, this is getting too dangerous.
that is actually a good point, Artosis. You're so
So
smart.
we're going to go with him not thinking that. All right, anyways. More Mutas on the way, more drones on the way. He does have 35 drones only against 6 SCVs right now for Top. Top taking his third base at the moment. Line making a few Banes, not too many. Needs to keep making Mutas, because that's what he does. Very stylistic player.
Siege tanks getting cranked out here. I like the armory here as well. You know, Line is handling this just fine, but this is a map where it generally gets cut in half if people aren't able to kill each other off. Somebody has to go for the gold base. Usually Terran's the one that can have a tougher time holding the gold base after
Yeah.
Broodlords come into play, after it becomes late game. But
you
we'll
know-
see.
Well, here come the Mutas Tasteless.
Whoa, you
You
should
gotta
not
get
be doing
something
this.
on. Going after these turrets, and he has to get some harassment done, Tasteless, because again, he's only at 42 drones, which is just so low for 3 base. He's not even close to
Yeah,
saturated.
Terran
anymore.
has 74 SCVs.
And you can play below saturation with Zerg. It is possible.
Oh, yeah.
But this is actually not enough for right now in the game. He is droning up. He is making more Mutas, so we'll see if he can get something done with that. Unfortunately for him, that third base, look at that. Missile turrets, planetary, not going to be able to really take that out. And Bailing landmines being set up. If he can actually make those work out, will be awesome. Does see that
He
drop
should have
ship,
seen that medevac. Oh, no,
Yeah.
excuse me. There's Mutas actually coming here to intercept. Uh-oh.
and that's really good.
Here
for him.
we go. There's
These are
no
the-
way to unload him.
Oh, yeah.
Jump into that blimp from Blade Runner. Too late.
It's like that new Star Wars movie, just like jumps out in midair.
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
I'll catch that droid. It's like,
You're
no,
insane,
dude.
man.
I buckle my seatbelt.
Look at
nice
that.
scan. Real
That actually was some good instinct right there.
Yeah. Star Sense for the win. Now, Top has mixed in a Thor at this point.
He's got Banelings coming over here to this expansion. He could right.
He might go for some missile turrets even, because he has so
Oh,
many
good
Mutas.
point. Oh,
And
dude,
in
that is
fact-
so sick. He's actually gonna.
Oh,
You know, he actually could have just
no.
right-clicked on that.
Tasteless, that had almost no hit points left.
I know, he
It's
should have
gonna
just right-clicked on it. I was about to say he's going to right-click on it, and then
live. I feel like these kids who haven't gotten really far before are kind of falling apart, Tasteless.
yeah, that's what
All
I'm
these
getting
little
the
tiny things
impression.
are going wrong for Line and Alicia today. And that's a lot of mutas. Does Magic Box over so that Thor doesn't own him too hard. Takes that all out, moves back. Nice, nice.
This is just an awesome game here. He is actually stimming here. He's driving him out. The
And-
Thor is taking. Oh, okay. This could be bad. I don't know if Lion can hold this position.
Yeah, I don't think so, Tasteless. If he can end up killing off the Marines, that's kind of the basis of his strategy, to unexpectedly kill all the Marines with mutas and then clean up everything else.
I think it's just
But-
too many Marines here.
Yeah.
That's it. GG. WW, the Korean version of GG.
It's just where the G is on the keyboard for them.
Where it is, man.
Sound
Top.
that makes the G sound. Well, Top wins that first game. You know, I feel like Line's play is really cool. He messed up though, man.
Well, I mean,
A lot.
even though he lost that final battle, I'm surprised he didn't even kill the Planetary. Considering what he was trying to do there with all the Banelings against the Planetary. He's like, I'm going to get the SCVs. It's like,
Yeah, he went
you can
after
actually
them.
kill the turrets and the Planetary and
I thought
at
he
least
was,
try.
yeah,
Hold on.
and he needed to clean that up. He had like literally 1 unit, 2 to clean it up.
And he lost a couple because he was chasing the SCVs. So, I don't know. I mean, then again, he did lose that push anyways, but I think the game plan from Line was to actually detonate the Banelings over the Terran army if Terran tried to push out. But, you know, Top's game sense has been pretty good from the get-go. Top's already eliminated so many favorites here. We've seen this guy have a lot of success coming through Code A, and then, you know, being in Code S is a very formidable opponent. He's on a team with players like Xenio, like Nada, but, man, I mean, he's really stepped it up.
He has. He's doing great. Line, I feel like he can play far better than that. That's actually, again, just like Alicia, that's one of the worst games I've seen him play. At least
Agreed,
as of late.
agreed. All right, let's see if he can do a better job this time around. The map is dual site. Zerg against Terran, Line against Top. Let's see what happens.
I hope he can do better this time, Tasteless.
So-
Again, for viewers out there that might be thinking, ooh, you know, why are these guys playing so bad? Top 4 is actually where stuff gets real. Top 8's awesome, and you're like, yeah, I'm top 8. Oh, this is so good. But you played in the round of 16 to get to the top 8. Okay, that's round 16 isn't so scary. When you're playing for top 4, though, that's like actually you feel the money.
Yeah, I mean, you're so close to this. There's so much pressure. This is our biggest prize purse yet. So these guys are just putting themselves under a lot. Let's see if Lion can come back to the top. Never failing to impress us here. As each season goes on, he seems to improve. All right, it's game time. Head-to-head, the GSL Super Tournament. Next time we should have the Super Duper Tournament to step it up, you know?
Yeah,
We're going to do it. All right, let's do this.